Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's interleague baseball next on the show. Brustar Graterol, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
At the plate, Max Kepler. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, the center fielder, Max Kepler.
First pitch on its way. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. And that one is gone! So it's a solo home run here leading off the ballgame as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's going to wake everyone up. First pitch of the game. Now you understand why the manager puts this beast in the leadoff spot.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Peterson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former American League MVP Josh Donaldson. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Outside, 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Minnesota leads this one 2-0. Kenta Maeda gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Kenta Maeda, you're going to see a lot of off-speed pitches from Maeda. 88 to 91 miles an hour, not a terrific fastball, Good split finger, good slider. He's one of those guys that pitches backwards. What do I mean by that, Matt? He'll throw fastballs in breaking ball situations, and he'll throw off-speed pitches when he's behind the count. 2-0 or 2-1, he pitches backwards.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. And it's fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Still 1-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
At the plate now, Justin Turner, as he grounds one briskly to short. One there, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for LA. They're down 2-0. Second inning set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, Mitch Garver.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Popped him up. Muncy in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching.
Belted high and deep into right center. Racing back the center fielder at the track. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Stepping in now, Luis Arias. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. One out, nobody on.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a
No
ball.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. He'll get it into second, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the 2nd out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Next up is Max Muncy.
Leading off.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Sano moving to his left, 1 away.
Batting 6.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
Batting 7. The catcher.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Maeda has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. Still down 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next.
Jorge Polanco.
Here comes the first pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. In there, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he struck him out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Swing and a liner. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside. Two balls, 1 strike.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
3-1 to him now. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Soft liner towards short. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So here now's the pitcher, Brusdar Graterol. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Out in front of it, strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And he fouls this one off.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Here's Corey Seager, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And there's ball one. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Fouled off. Betts at second with two down.
Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on the show right after this. All set for the start of the fourth, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Josh Donaldson, and he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The catcher, number 8.
Settling in now, Mitch Garver comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and not the greatest of starts to the at bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
The batter, number 2.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Into the box, Luis Arias. Swing and a line drive. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Max Kepler. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Twins are in front, 5-0. Leading off the inning, Justin Turner, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there's your first out of the inning. 1 gone now in the Dodger 4th, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. Rosario coming on, but this will land untouched. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Here's Jock Peterson now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Peterson is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching. Cruz is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. Peterson is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Sano.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-1 home. Big swing by Sano and a ball sent to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
To the plate now, Mitch Garver lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, and no one will track it down. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Now batting, number 9.
Here comes the first pitch. Gavin Lux will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Dylan Floro gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Peterson has a read on it. 1 out. Digging in and looking for more, Luis Arias. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Twins 8 and the Dodgers nothing. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Hit to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
In now, Justin Turner. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. The next Twin up, Nelson Cruz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Nope.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts to the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Blake Trinan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in now, Miguel Sano. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. A runner at first with no outs here. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Striding in once again, Mitch Garver. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground for Seager, might get a pair. He's right there, on to first, and there were 2 down.
Next to the Twins.
Striding in, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 9 and the Dodgers 0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the Dodgers are in business now. It's a leadoff triple.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the shutout will disappear on the sacrifice fly as they're finally on the board here in inning number 7. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Can we be honest here? That was a terrible pitch. That was right over the heart of the plate. 2 strikes on the guy. He is lucky he's getting this pitch back.
Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
No hits to this point. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double. Matt Beatty will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Dodgers. Number 45.
A ball and no strikes. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Skied into straightaway right. Cruz will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Twins lead it 9-1. Scott Alexander enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Luis Arias. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Marwin Gonzalez will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Alexander is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To second for 1. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Tyler Duffy will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Marwin Gonzalez stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Here's Mookie Betts. The numbers against Tyler Duffy: 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. High pop-up. Sano has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He had that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
Kepler is there. 2 gone. Standing in, Justin Turner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Drilled right back up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for L.A. They trail big. It's 9-1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Jorge Polanco. He's set, and the pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
The pitcher, number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Williams Astudillo come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 64, Williams Astudillo.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. To second for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Josh Donaldson digging in now, and he fouls this one off. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding one, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Sergio Romo will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Williams Astudillo will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Digging in now, Jock Peterson earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Kepler's there for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next to the Dodgers.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1-1. Hard liner towards short, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there. Staying.
Kepler is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kenta Maeda is credited with the win. Brusdar Graterol couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious Twins, 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.